Expert realism in Left 4 Dead 2 is grueling. In fact, only 2.5% of players have even earned the achievement for beating a single campaign on this difficulty. And it's because it really is that hard. This mode is where the Left 4 Dead noobs become the Left 4 Dead chads, which is obviously why I'm here. Today, I'm going to show you why Expert Realism is so brutal by beating all 5 of the game's campaigns with only the default AI companions. And to show you how bad this can really get, I will also be doing the hardest Left 4 Dead 2 DLC campaign, The Last Stand, which has only been completed by 0.9% of gamers on Expert Realism. So while the rarity of these achievements is reason enough to panic, the real difficulty comes from the absurd amount of infected that hit like a truck and the realism modifier. This makes it so anything interactable isn't highlighted through walls, common infected take half the damage if they're shot anywhere besides the head, and respawn closets have been removed entirely. So, with even the Left 4 Dead 2 wiki saying this mode is designed for organized groups with good communication, how hard is it to really survive the chaos of solo Expert Realism? Well, there's only one real way to find out.
Oh, tank! No! Bro, there's no fucking way that doesn't count! Are you out of your tree?
The first destination on this journey is Dead Center, where our main protagonists, Coach, Ellis, Rochelle, and Eminem's daughter need to battle their way through a city in hopes of finding an escape vehicle at the local mall. Starting with Dead Center seemed to be a smart move, since it's one of only 2 campaigns that have 4 chapters. In my mind, a shorter level meant an easier level, and I would be able to reacclimate to the game since my last time playing it was all the way back in 2010. I was expecting there to be some necessary derusting on my part, and with the first jockey showing me how useful my AI team was going to be against the special infected, I realized that the only person I can rely on is me, which is a really concerning thought when I do things like this.
All right, taking adrenaline here. Nope, we're dead. No, leave me alone. And we're dead. Well, the first death had to happen at some point.
My horde management skills were going to need some serious work if I was planning on doing solo runs to the safe room. But even with these lacking abilities, my team and I made it all the way to the end of Chapter 1 on my second attempt with only minor injuries. This next section, though, ups the difficulty significantly. And with the layout of this level being mostly open roads and parking lots, I was able to witness the single biggest issue with the AI companions: areas that require large fields of view. This will become more obvious in a bit, but while I was seeing everything from here to Timbuktu, the AI can only see a very narrow slice of the world, which makes them prone to workplace accidents.
Oh no! It's the karma! Shoot it, Ellis McPickle! Stop fucking healing her! Savage. Honestly, deserved. That's fucking deserved.
Even with the massive misplays by the whole team, Chapter 2 was shaping up to be an endurance battle. I did manage to kill the first tank of the run with some smoky slugs, but by the time we made it to the halfway point of the chapter, everyone had been taken out, and our first death by 1,000 swipes was recorded. While it sounds like playing it smart and methodically by clearing out every area is a solid strat, that's actually one of the worst things you can do, since the zombies on Expert Realism require less than 10 hits to take you down. Reducing exposure time to the horde is genuinely the smartest way to make it through these levels. There are some caveats, but when you have AI teammates that are openly harassing special infected, you need every advantage you can find.
That is so cruel, by the way. That is so fucking cruel.
Stay away from the
Oh, dude, he called her a bitch and she fucking killed him. Respect. You gotta respect people, bro. Coach finding out the hard way.
Now it was time for what some people call the scariest part of the whole chapter. You see, at the end of this 12-minute run, there is a special event that involves getting some cold and delicious Coke Zero from the store and then bringing it back to this zombie draft dodger so he'll open the way to the safe room. I didn't think it would be possible to first try this, but with a boomer bile and some fresh legs, a lot more can be done than most people realize. I was able to bring the cola all the way back to Sugar Jones before hightailing it all the way down the street and making it to the safe room fully intact.
Hey, not bad. I'm never gonna complain about that. That was fucking crazy.
After completing the cola jog, which to be clear, I thought was supposed to be the hardest part of the level, the ghost of AI Director's past came to visit me at the start of chapter 3 and bestow upon me the gift of an early tank.
Oh, this guy's throwing All right, run this way. Fuck the tank. Funnel him into the little hole. Nope. What do we say to tanks? Not today. There's a defib. I went the wrong door. Hey, who are you? Wait, I need whatever's in the... Fuck it, I don't have time. No! Oh, the jockey, bro. The little quads in my goddamn head. I can't stop them.
Somehow, this chapter was longer than the previous one, and I had forgotten that halfway through the level, you have to turn off an alarm to stop an infinitely spawning horde. Both of these things are much easier to do when the Three Musketeers aren't being turned into quick stop burgers outside the employee bathrooms. I was gonna need my team alive and well if I wanted any real chance at getting to the alarm room while avoiding the sweet embrace of my little jockey friends.
Wait, what? What is this? We never even went down here. There's a medi down here. Where the fuck is this? Oh, out of bullets. That's not good. Is this just a different fucking hallway? Oh, fuck yeah. Pills here, guys.
I got a sinking feeling.
Do these connect? You activate the alarm on the 3rd floor. Did I just go down this? Oh, get the fuck out of town. Go this way. Go this way. Run back. Run back. We need to go back upstairs. I fucked us. I took us down into the depths of hell. One whole floor below where we need to be. Wait, what? Wait, what the fuck is this? Does the map change? AI Director gave you the hard version of the crescendo event? They thought I needed it harder.
What I failed to understand before now is that the AI directors, codename AIDS if you like acronyms, are responsible for the placement of all the items, the density and location of zombies, and the specific route you have to take on certain maps. This introduces a bit of RNG to spice up each run, and it turns this game into a pseudo-roguelike. Despite not knowing about these pathing changes, I was able to battle to the 3rd floor of the mall and just barely survived the absolute blender that was waiting for me at the top.
Oh, I added a death. Is it over? Oh my god, this might not be over. Kill the jockey! Oh my god. Guys, turn off this fucking alarm.
Alarm off.
Oh my fucking god. I need health.
If you're unfamiliar with Left 4 Dead 2, after you've been downed twice, you are now on your last life unless you heal with a medkit. During this time, your health will slowly count down to 1, your vision becomes scuffed, and you move slower than molasses. The one thing that does get better when you're at 1 HP on your last life is the ability to excel at making many mistakes.
Oh my god. Bro, reload the fucking gun! I'm telling you, we had it, bro. We had it.
That death happened about 90% of the way through the level. And in classic Left 4 Dead fashion, after I made it through the crescendo event once, I wasn't able to get back there for multiple attempts. But even on runs where I could get back there, things just never went the way that I needed them to.
All right, team. Let's go. Oh my god, there's a jockey coming. We're so fucked. Home run. Oh. They're coming everywhere. No, no. Oh my god, that was a fucking zombie bukkake.
With the spawn point for the infected being in the room with the alarm, every single attempt was an all-out brawl in the doorway. However, I had recently learned who Michonne was in The Walking Dead, and by channeling her power, I was able to get me and my team through the alarm room with damn near full health. With everyone on my team looking good and feeling healthy, plus a boomer bile tucked away for the next horde, this was as close to a guaranteed win as I could hope for. All we had to do was make it to the safe room and try to stick together.
All right, let's go. Oh my god, a pipe bomb? Hey, fuck it. Throw this first. Get us through this door. Yeah, no. Bro, what are these? These spitters are so ass. And there's a tank. Okay, I'm running. Take out the fucking sword. I put that fucking tank. No fucking way! This guy jumped out of the fucking bush like he was Joe from You. God damn it, bro.
When I tell you that death was soul-crushing, I need you to understand that I was quite literally baby-tossing distance from the safe room, and getting sent back to retail store gulag by a jockey was the worst possible thing that could have happened. What makes this whole situation worse is that I was entering the frustration chamber. I had been trying to play it safe with my team, so that meant every attempt that got to the crescendo event was about 10 minutes long, and it was starting to wear down my patience.
Is there a tank? All right. What do we say to the tank? Not today, brother. Well, what do we say to the charger? Fuck you. That's what we say to the charger.
What I needed now more than ever before was a little bit of good luck to offset the bad luck that I must have accumulated by breaking 6 mirrors in another life. So this begs the question, how can you guarantee that you have good luck? Well, of course, you just have to leave your teammates to die to the tank when all the zombies just kinda stop spawning?
Fuck him. Fuck him. Oh my god, I hear the tank, bro. Dude. He's knuckle on pavement right now coming for me. Don't do it, bro. Oh my fucking god! Fuck you, bitch!
And just like that, I was finally past the hardest chapter, which meant it was time to conclude the first campaign with our first finale. Traditionally, the finale is a holdout against 2 tanks and 2 hordes. But on Dead Center, you have to collect 8 gas cans and fuel up the car while fighting waves of zombies. And with only bots on my team, I'm the only person who's certified to carry gas cans and fill up the car. This led me to come into this specific finale with a plan. I was going to toss the gas cans from the upper levels onto the ground floor, and then I would try to move all 8 of them over to the car. This would allow me to pop an adrenaline shot and dump them all in at once. The main issue I was having is that it was actually just really hard to keep everyone alive, myself included.
Okay, shoot the tank. That is fucking ass. I'm out of bullets. I don't want to do it. Oh, the guns are different. What the fuck? Oh, I'm stuck. No, no, no. Oh, I'm fucking stuck. No. Well, that was tough.
With 90% of my time in this finale spent scavenging for gas cans, I was just praying for a run where all 8 cans could be at the car with at least one teammate alive to protect me. And ideally, there would be no self-inflicted sabotage.
Oh my god. They all blew up and it's over, bro.
At this point, I had seen every possible outcome except for the one where I win. So on the next attempt where all 8 gas cans made it to the car, I took 12 cc's of Walter White's good stuff and tried to put this one through the finish line.
We have enough. Just kill the tank. I'm gambling that my team's good enough. Come on. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Let's go. Okay, that's the fucking run. Oh my god. What the fuck? The luck on that is insane. Death's 28. I don't know about that one.
And just like that, I had completed the first of 6 Expert Realism campaigns with, only 28 deaths. But if that's less deaths than you expected, you should probably subscribe since I've already impressed you. But oh boy, there was a whole lot more to come as I took a dive into the second campaign, Swamp Fever. This level is also a 4-chapter campaign, which means it's supposed to be just as easy as Dead Center, right? Well, let me just say that Chapter 1 of Swamp Fever took the 3rd longest amount of time in the entire game for me, and it's because of the horde event that happens at the beginning of the level.
Come on. I think I see a spitter. Guys, oh my god, get on the riverboat. Oh, I'm dead. Oh, I had a bomb. Oh, what a throw, bro. We had a bile bomb that whole time.
In terms of total distance to the safe room, this level isn't very long at all. But once you make it through this swamp hamlet, you have to battle what may as well be an endless horde, while you wait for this little raft to show up at the dock, which is where every single one of my problems was gonna come from.
Oh, I hear a charger. Oh my god, is he gonna send us into the drink? Oh shit! Back up, back up! Oh my god, there's another fucking horde. No way she's down. Hey! How is everyone dying? Where did the boomer come from? And it's over.
Something that made this harder was only having access to tier 1 weapons. This makes normal holdout situations a little bit harder than you'd expect. But then the real issue was trying to find a hiding spot where the zombies couldn't swarm you. On my third attempt, I tried hiding in the cabin near the lake. But the worst part of that spot was just getting my entire team to sit in the building without losing someone to the riffraff outside. The second issue for this spot was having a spitter do a drive-by and drop a noxious loogie on my team while we were sitting in the building. This spot looked like it was supposed to be bulletproof, but I learned quick that that certainly wasn't the case. As flawed as the cabin is, it did get me and what's left of my team onto the ferry for the first time so we could sail to a new land and immediately not know what to do.
Okay, kill the charger, kill the charger. Thank god. Where the fuck do we go? There's a tank here? Okay, well that's a problem for the NPCs. Kill it, that's your job. I'm gone. Is this the safe room right here? I don't know where to go. And I'm dead. How far do you have to run into that swamp before you get to the safe house?
The lesson I learned there is that leaving the team isn't a good idea unless you have an adrenaline shot to get you through the swamp water unimpeded. Thankfully, I was gonna spend the next hour of this run never once getting across the water due to my inability to survive the horde. So there was gonna be plenty of time to look around and try to find an adrenaline shot.
Yeah, this is not happening. Back up. Are they dead? Oh, no fucking way. There's a land bridge, bro. Oh, it doesn't even matter. Bro, what the fuck?
At this point, I was just waiting for the bots to learn a little bit of self-responsibility. And when I thought they were finally up to the task, we moved our holdout to near the boat launch and used scavenged gas cans to stifle the horde's advance. This ultimately got all 4 of us onto the ferry. Now, even though my team was maybe healthy enough to take on the tank, I thought the best approach here was to pop my adrenaline and then make sure nobody's sacrifice was gonna be in vain.
I'm leaving him. I don't know if I should be doing that. I don't even know if I'm going the right way, but I'm going. I think I'm going right. There's a little bridge here. I hear a smoker.
Not funny, man. Where are you guys?
Where the fuck do I go, bro? Oh my god. Let's go! We did it! Fuck the team! Wait, get away from the door. Oh. Buddy, those were some D1 fucking dodges.
With Chapter 1 being a lot harder than I expected, I wasn't exactly sure what to expect on this next one, which you can clearly see based on my inclination to do science.
What happens if I throw a bile bomb? Okay, I don't know if I should do this, but I'm doing it. I need to know. What if I turn her into like a wasted white girl, what happens? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. No, don't do it. No! Okay, well, we learned.
Even though I have a failed career as a Left 4 Dead academic, I am qualified to explain to you what happens in this chapter. First things first, the team and I need to battle through the swamp until we reached a crashed airplane. Here, there's a mid-level horde event that might be the easiest one in the entire game if I'm honest. And when it ends, the team needs to exit the plane and continue for a good bit to the safe room.
And here I go. Man, bile jar would have been nice here. Oh, fuck. Help! Help! No! That was so fast. Go big or go home. Oh, I'm fucking going home, all right.
Now, I didn't know the horde was actually going to stop the first time I got here. So I pulled a Microsoft and made the bad executive decision to just run for the safe room the moment the door opened.
All right, guys. If we see a tank, I pop the adrenaline, you guys die for the cause. Let's go. This looks like a place where dreams die. All right, I'm just gonna go. Hopefully it's through this fucking burnt down house. Damn, I wish I had another adrenaline. This is fucking far. God, no jockey. Maybe I should have stayed with the team. We could have killed the tank. I got so greedy because I thought it was right there.
Now, contrary to what I thought, the safe room was nowhere goddamn near the airplane. So trying to run it down before the horde was gone is absolutely the wrong thing to do, which is why I amended the plan so I could run after the horde was gone. I refuse to admit that this strategy is superior in most chapters, but it did work wonderfully on my expedition through the uncharted swamps of wherever this is. By the time I had reached the area where I got jockeyed last time, Rochelle and Dick were basically dead. So I finished Rochelle off and brought her back with a defib, hoping this would give me good karma for this next safe room run.
Bro, I'm so low on health. This is fucking not good. I think we need to go to the right. The road and to the right. Okay, it's a tank. I'm going. No fucking way, bro. Oh my god. Oh. Oh, thank fucking god. Dude. 1 HP, bro. Rochelle fucking putting in work for the team here. I gotta respect it.
Considering this was the halfway point of the campaign, I was concerned that the rest of Swamp Fever was going to be significantly worse than the first half. But honestly, that wasn't really the case at all. So far, Expert Realism has had extreme peaks in difficulty where I needed flawless execution to be able to get through it. But the rest of the time, there was some absolute BS with no real counterplay or a pretty standard strategy that would give great results. With that said, I managed to make it through Chapter 3 with only 2 uneventful deaths. And since the whole team made it to the end with green health, I'd say this was definitely the easiest part of the level. This means I was already on the final chapter of the campaign. Now, there is a bit of a hike to get to the plantation where the finale is gonna go down, but to compensate for the long run, the game does give me a standard holdout finale unlike the one in Dead Center. Since the team and I were going to be battling a large horde, I decided to wedge us in the upstairs foyer so we would have a nice wall to plant our cheeks on. Using the gas cans that spawned around the mansion and the assorted cocktail bar that contains Irish car bombs, vodka slimes, and white Russians, there is more than enough util to fend off the zombies. The only thing I really needed to worry about was not knowing the layout of the mansion when the tank came a-knockin'.
Hopefully the tank runs into that fire. No way, you're up there too. And there's a charger. Okay, fuck that. You're on your own. I'm gone. Oh, fuck. I lied. No! Oh my god, the fucking throw. That is so unfortunate. I hate all of you, by the way. Every one of you.
I figured the best move during tank time was going to be leading my team outside so we could piece them up and avoid tight corners. But that's when I learned something interesting about this supposedly standard finale.
Outside! Single file line. Oh, shit. Uh-oh. Go. Wait, what the fuck? There's 2 goddamn tanks at the same time? Oh, what the fuck is that baloney? Oh. Bro, what? 2 fucking tanks, bro?
With the realization that the team and I were going to be fighting double tanks before the escape, the thing that I needed to do was make sure the bots have ammo. After fighting the first couple of zombie waves, the bots were always out of bullets, which makes killing 2 tanks basically impossible. I lucked out so hard on the next attempt. The ammo spawn was located right beside my camping spot, which meant the bots were going to be locked and loaded going into the final fight.
I don't have a gun to shoot you guys. And there's a jockey. No. Oh. Where's the molly? I don't know if that molly even hit them, bro. Nope. Not today, pal. Woo! I'm coming. No. Run. Oh, the fucking tank's still alive. Uh-oh. Can I leave now? There's another tank. Fuck you guys, I'm gone. They're gonna call me Michael Phelps by the way I 360 through this fucking water. Holy backstroke, I'm out of here. Let's fucking go! Oh my God. In loving memory of the team, they tried. I did everything I could to save them. I'm the only one who survived, and you just gotta believe me. Took the least amount of damage. I do my part. Friendly fire incidents, 56. I'm even winning there.
To atone for my friendly fire sins and celebrate the end of campaign 2, I was gonna head into what some people consider the hardest of the original campaign's Dark Carnival. I was really out of the loop on why this level was supposed to be so difficult, and I think part of that is I only really remembered the finale and the first chapter. Things actually start off deceptively easy, since this level is basically one big hike through a motel, followed by going down through a creek and getting to the safe room. There is no canon event on this level that gums up progress, unless you count the realization that dodging IRL doesn't mean you dodge in game.
All right, guys, up the hill. Enough of this in the swamp bullshit. Let's go. I can't see it. Okay, he's dead. I don't think we can kill this thing. I'm just gonna have to try to bait my team here. Can I get up this? Oh, no, I can't. Okay, that's a problem. Oh, we're so fucked, bro. Well, I tried.
Since this chapter has no nightmare moments, unless you're Nick, apparently, I didn't really struggle here that much. And that's probably because I found some crack in a tube on the second attempt, which let me escape the trenches at quite literally breakneck speed with plenty of health to spare. This, of course, was not the case for Chapter 2. This level is a regular romp through the carnival grounds, and within 2 minutes of leaving the safe room, I learned that I wasn't going to be able to rely on my teammates at all during this campaign.
No way. Bro.
You know, I really did learn some lessons during my time in the death gulag during the last 2 campaigns. The bots can help a lot during regular wave clearing, and they take a lot of the aggro away when things get hectic. So even though they suck, I am going to need them while I do the important tasks.
I think I'm just supposed to shoot everything, right? Right? 190? 100. Oh, what the fuck are the rules here? Okay, there we go. Now we know. 620. I think we need 750, right? Something like that. 680. 770. We got him, right? Okay, so we get the gnome.
Now, there is an achievement for taking the gnome all the way to the end of the campaign called Guardian Gnome, but that's not why I grabbed him now. I was incorrectly told that holding the gnome would heal me over time. This was actually referring to another mutation called Healing Gnome, where Mr. Chomsky here will bless your HP bar with regeneration. Since Expert Realism doesn't include nomadic healing, I yeeted him away and continued on with my mission, which, to the surprise of no one, just so happened to become Operation Give the Witch Dome.
I really want to try, bro. We just run up and just fucking drive-by style, call it a day. Give her the biggest dome she's never received. Thought that would do it. I don't know what to say. I just got fucking rinsed.
Considering I am now 0-2 against the queens, I think it's time I stay clear of them, at least for now. Instead, I was going to continue my crusade through the carnival, but just like in Dead Center, there is a lot of open areas, and the bots were getting worn down like they never had before. This is specifically a problem in this chapter because of the event at the end of the level. I need to turn on a merry-go-round to get to the safe room, but this alerts a massive horde that I need to get past. If the team dies too early, the only real target is me, and I'll have nobody to blame if they're all dead, which is exactly what happened in this first attempt.
Where's the team? Boys, fucking knife. No, I was right-clicking, bro. Where the fuck is the team?
On this next go-around, I had a bit of AI director luck if you don't count that devious witch spawn before the event. This time, I had an adrenaline shot to help me with the zombie slowdown and some incendiary ammo to help the team stay alive. If there was any run to get this done, it was definitely this one.
Nope, not today, babe. There's a hunter behind me. No, jockey, shoot! Stop both reloading. You guys fucking suck ass. Crowbar, crowbar. Bro, how does that miss? Nick, die. Nope. You die too. We are not risking it. You died for the cause, bro. You died for the cause.
Chapter 2 ended up being a little bit easier than I was expecting, and that was a welcome change considering what I thought was coming next. Chapter 3 and Chapter 4 contain two of the most infamous events in Left 4 Dead 2 Expert Realism. The events that I'm talking about are the roller coaster run on this level and the gate holdout on the next level. I was warned ahead of time that these locations would cause me immeasurable suffering due to the skill and luck required to beat them. So once I made my way through the Tunnel of Love at the start of Chapter 3, which, by the way, is a terrible name for that place, I died in there twice. I was finally at the first of the two soul-breaking events. So imagine my surprise when I started the roller coaster event, which alerts the Horde, by the way, and then I proceeded to never die once.
Okay, how far is this run? This thing's gonna be far, bro. Oh my god, and there's a spitter. Of course there's a spitter. Thank god he died off the tracks. I feel like I should use this now. Nope, nope, nope. That's unfortunate. I'm fucked right now unless we just get really lucky. I think it's cooked though. I don't remember where to go. This way, this way, this way. Oh, thank fucking God. First try.
This was an unexpected surprise, if I'm being honest. All my good deeds must be finally paying off, because I made it to Chapter 4 of Dark Carnival with only 6 total deaths. The dopamine ride continued right into Chapter 4. I actually didn't think this level was going to be that hard, considering I first tried the roller coaster when everyone else said I'd be there all night. The first 50% of this level actually reinforced my hubris, because it wasn't bad at all. But then I had my ego checked after forgetting all the Left 4 Dead basics when fighting the tank that spawns halfway through the level.
This way, guys. I have an idea. The idea is to get the fuck out of here. Oh. Well. There was an attempt.
After showing off with that stellar first try on the roller coaster, I'm a little embarrassed to say I got slammed by a tank more than once before actually starting the hard part of this chapter. Thankfully, my team was here to accept some of the punishment for my mistakes.
You guys are the men who stare at goats. Double. Oh, fuck. Someone take that hit, take that hit. Oh my god. How is there just a random fuckwad of zombies here? Is the witch dead? Oh, she killed Ellis. Ellis died for my sins. R.I.P.
This sacrifice ultimately let me get to the gate holdout on this attempt. Now, for those who don't know, this crescendo event spawns an infinite amount of zombies, and the only way to stop them is to make it to the safe room, which is all the way at the end of this long hallway after the gate opens. My first attempt didn't go so well because a spitter dropped in and turned me into a puddle of goo. But on the next attempt, more of my team was alive due to the fact that I didn't get one killed by a witch, which meant my odds of survival were exponentially higher.
Go, 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 go. Fuck you, bro. No. Come on. Oh. Oh, let's fucking go, bro. I'm buzzing right now.
With Chapter 4 in the dust, Dark Carnival was almost fully behind me. All that was left to do was the standard finale holdout, which is quite literally supposed to be the easy part compared to the last two chapters. But that wasn't really the case for me. This finale takes place in a wide open amphitheater, which makes it really hard to find a spot that allows the bots to tunnel vision on the hordes of zombies. Basically, everywhere I tried to set up gave the zombies a minimum of 180 degrees to attack us from, which makes the chip damage basically guaranteed. I frequently found myself as the only one left alive. Based on my track record, that normally leads to death. Despite being one of the most straightforward finales, I was actually having a pretty tough time due to all the bot babysitting that I needed to do.
Okay, keep going, keep going. No, 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 don't go for them, don't go for them. All right, where's the chopper? I don't know which side the chopper spawns on. Where are you fucked, bro? It's on that side. It's on that side. I can't see. Oh my God.
Keeping my AI team alive is already a challenge under normal circumstances, but the lack of strong holdout spots was the ultimate reason that I was struggling here. I tried sitting at the top of the bleachers, but that didn't work. So then I tried sitting on the stage with my team, but that ultimately led to a groupie beatdown behind a truck. Nothing was really working because the bots were always getting slammed before the first tank even showed up. Oh, by the way, you can get a tank spawn 1 minute into the level before you even made it into the concert. So that type of thing was just adding to the frustration.
Oh my God. Okay, let's go get a defib and run back to the spawn here to revive Ellis.
After the last hour of death, I decided to wedge my team into this little nook on the ground floor. On paper, this spot is ass. The zombies can come from behind me, which means we're not safe at all. But if I can manage those ones, my team has more than enough time to kill anything that approaches from the front. The one massive downside in this area is that the team can get obliterated by a spitter. But I was at a yet to be defined level of locked in, so I wasn't gonna let that be the thing that made this attempt end.
Oh, fuck. Get out of the corner! Get out of the corner! One zombie is gonna tank our whole team! I hear a jockey. Where is he? I'm gonna kill the jockey. I see the tank! Where's the molly? Where's the molly? Oh, I'm stuck! Holy fuck, he's dead! This way, gentlemen, this way! Oh, fuck. Oi! Fucking go! Before 60 deaths, we cleared 3 campaigns.
And before you know it, Dark Carnival is completed. And now, it's time to turn our attention to the 4th campaign, Hard Rain. This level is a little bit more unique than the first 3 because the first 2 chapters have us running all the way to a gas station to get fuel, and then the next 2 chapters have us running back through the same levels before doing the finale. The uniqueness of this campaign will become relevant in a bit, but in the meantime, I ran through the entirety of Chapter 1 in about 6 minutes without anyone on the team dying once, which means we get to jump straight into the abomination that is Chapter 2. If the first level is one of the shortest in the entire game, this second one compensates for that missing length and is one of the longest levels in the entire game. Now, like I mentioned earlier, the bots don't do well on long levels, and since we need to run through a witch-infested sugar mill, followed by scaling a building that's under construction to do a holdout, and then ending the level with a blood harvest callback, keeping the bots in fighting shape isn't exactly a walk in the park. During this process, I did learn that someone on my team was sandbagging with beanbag rounds, and even though I can't prove it, I had a suspicion that it was Coach.
Oh my God, and there's a jockey. And there's a witch. Wait, someone just shot the witch. No wonder we can't get anywhere. One of you isn't even using real bullets. Yeah, no more snipers allowed on the team here. Come this way, you guys.
Coach may have been shooting Nerf darts, but the levels seemed to be set up in such a way that there were a lot of resources laying around to compensate, which I was taking advantage of. It's almost like there's enough items to do a return trip. Very interesting. The real gimmick in this level is the fact that there are tons of witches in the sugar mill. The lore for this is apparently that witches love sugar. I don't really know why, but I do know that we have that in common. If you don't count the fact that the witches were eating all my sugar, this level was going great so far. I was finding good places to hold out with the team so we could manage the hordes, and even in the mid-level elevator event, nobody ended up dying. The one caveat to that is that we were a little bit weak going into the final run.
I'm kind of tempted to go down here just so I can get health and die a little less fast. Oh my God, pills. I hear a whole bunch of zombies above us. I'm confused though. I don't see anything. All right, team. Is that a tank? No fucking way. Am I still adrenaline? Please, pick me up, pick me up. Oh my God. To be fair, we did fantastic. I think we got unbelievable RNG. Then we got spitted on.
Good luck, bad luck, it's really hard to say anything about that run specifically, because getting a tank at the end of the level is just as brutal as getting one at the beginning of the level. Apparently, they both end with me 6 feet under. This wasn't that upsetting for me though. I had already experienced a few walls during this playthrough that were much worse than this, so having one run fail at the end of a chapter isn't the end of the world. It's also fair to tell you that I have no issue being humble in failure here, but that is definitely because I completed this chapter in literally 3 attempts somehow.
Oh my god, someone's alerting the witch. I hear it. Who's it gonna be? Don't be coach. Don't be coach. Oh, whatever. Rochelle, sucks to be you, bro. All right, guys, let's just go. All right, here we go. I'm just running. Fuck you. How are you catching me, bitch? I'm speed running. I know it's in here. Whew. Okay.
I don't know how lucky I got overall, but I do know that I was about to learn about the downsides from getting this mission done so quickly.
Well, you kind of got back to the first level, and since you used all the stuff on level 2, you might have a hard time. I don't know what you're talking about, brother. Oh, wait a minute. Are we running back? Oh, when you say I used all the stuff, you mean I literally used all the stuff. Oh, no. That's why there's a lot? Brother, I don't know what I thought, man. Fuck.
So here's the question. How bad was that trip back through the crop in the mill? Well, not that bad, honestly, but there were a few issues. The crop run itself is easy. You just need to ask God to not send any more biblical plagues while you fight the tank. And then when you get back to the sugar mill, you can actually just take these scaffolding-like paths and avoid almost every zombie. That is, if you take your time. Which of course, I did not do.
Nick startled the witch. It sucks to be Nick then. I'm just gonna take this. Let's just get safe, hey? Fuck me, bro. Oh, he's right there, coach. Oh my god. I fucking hate jockeys with a burning passion.
There were a few one-off deaths because of what I like to call special infected baloney. You know, the kind where you get stuck on a generator and then pummeled by a tank, or you mess up a jump and then get caught off guard by a hunter before you can recover. These were just personal mistakes that I was making, but in reality, I didn't think this chapter was that bad at all. This actually continued into level 4. The town is almost entirely washed out, so I spent a lot of time walking on roofs wasting ammo. And when we eventually got attacked by a tank, the low-tier weapons we had picked up mid-chapter weren't enough to kill him or the special infected quickly, so we got slammed. But again, this wasn't too bad. This chapter was like visiting a town that is currently experiencing a hurricane. It's dangerous, sure, but you don't plan on staying long, so it's technically not your problem. This means we've made it to the finale, which must be where this level gets hard, because so far, this campaign has been 3 times easier than all the ones we've done so far. But you know what? This is quite literally the easiest finale in the game. All I did was sit on the roof with a bunch of equipment, get pulled off every time a smoker showed up and wanted to get personal, and use Molotovs to turn tanks into well-done ribeyes. I was making run-ending mistakes, and I still got through this in only 2 tries. But on the first attempt, I did learn why you never want to be early for an escape vehicle.
Where's the boat? Wait, boat horn. Oh, tank. No. Brother, there's no fucking way that doesn't count. Are you out of your tree? I'm going. Where are they? Nick, die, bitch. Oh, thank God. Oh, that is the way to do it. 6 deaths for Hard Rain. Let the record show.
Hard Rain was certainly the easiest campaign, but since we have 2 more to go, one of which is undoubtedly the hardest in the entire game, I think we should turn our attention to the parish first and see how that one stacks up to the last 4. At the top here, I will say that the parish is similar to Dark Carnival in a few ways. This mainly revolves around iconic events in chapters 2 to 4. But the one way it's different is that I was able to make it through chapter 1 without a single death.
That'll do. Hey, I'll take it. Oh, I'm getting hit through the wall.
That was not the case for Chapter 2, though. This level is full of open areas that cause problems for the whole team. The biggest culprit here was the massive park that frequently had very effective special infected attacks. But even that wasn't the worst part of the chapter. Once I reach this specific trailer, the main event finally begins. Opening the door will set off an alarm that spawns an endless waves of zombies until I reach the safe room. But the main problem is that I didn't exactly know where that was.
I'm turning it off. I'm doing my part. I think this might be the wrong way. Is this the wrong way? This was the wrong way. Is it this way? Might be. Nope. Okay, so it's that other building. Well, that's not good.
Getting banged by a gang of zombies outside a bus station wasn't exactly part of my plan, but it did bring me back to the start of the level where I had the pleasure of dying in the park a few times to really motivate me to win.
I don't even think this is possible to do. Well, maybe it is if you really know the game, but I really do not know the game. Hey, pal. Oh, I'm stuck. I'm fucking stuck on a hedge. Bro, where's the bush that's getting me stuck? Fuck him.
So the way that you actually complete this chapter is by turning off the alarm during the Horde event and then waiting for the main depot doors to open. After that, there's basically just one run between you and the safe room, which I finally made it to after a few tries.
Couple of fat fingers there. Couple of middle-aged woman gasps. Hey, got her done though.
But then we begin what some people call the hardest part of the parish. Chapter 3 starts off with a regular run through the town. There are a few scrappy battles here, but nothing out of the ordinary. So once we're through that, we can take a dip through the aftermath of Mardi Gras before finally arriving at Car Alarm City. A good chunk of the cars in this section are rigged to summon the Horde. And with a team that's not exactly healthy, I didn't want to risk door dashing and ass beating if I didn't need to. But of course, the boomers are the problem here, and they had other plans.
Okay, where's this boomer at? Here they come. That's awesome. That is so awesome. Okay, I'm gonna hold the right side as best I can. Oh my god, you guys let him through. I'm trying, coach. There's an infinity amount of zombies here. There's a 0% chance I can survive this on my own. I feel like it's gonna be impossible. Oh, get fucked, man. There's no way he got me through the wall. This guy is strong enough that he can lick concrete.
On the next attempt, my team and I managed to make it back to the car lot with everyone alive, which is honestly a miracle since I spent most of the first half of the level damaging them with a grenade launcher. Getting through this section was easy with 4 guns and no wayward boomers, which means it was time for the final part of the chapter, the cemetery. Instead of doing a crescendo event like you might expect, this area is just a randomly generated labyrinth that you need to clear your way through to get to the safe room. And naturally, I made it through this on my first try, and I made sure that my team would start the next chapter with a little bit of health. When chapter 4 began, I was starting to get a bit of an ego because of how well everything had been going. One of the benefits to that is it makes surviving as the prosciutto in a tank zombie sandwich seem possible, when normally it isn't.
Well, that sucks. Yeah, I will, brother. You got to give me at least 1 second here. I think I'm dead. Can I break this? Nope. Okay, we get one shot at this. Oh, he's dead. Let's fucking go, baby. Fuck the tanks.
Once I got my teammates back on their feet, we continued through these rundown buildings until we reached the parade event. To survive this, we need to wait for this parade float to line up with some scaffolding so we have a bridge to cross. In the meantime, I was holding out on these apartment stairs and using any excess gas cans to deal with the hordes. This area also contains a witch, but I had been successfully avoiding her until Nick pissed her off at the end of the event.
Please, get in, Nick, please. Get in, so we can close the door. Oh my god, she's still at the door, no way! Idiot. Can't even get through a door that's open in 2 spots, 3 spots.
Now, I had figured this was basically the end of the mission, but in reality, we were only about 2/3 of the way through the chapter. By the time we had reached the home stretch, my map knowledge had me making mistakes, and I kept put the team in an area where we were getting sandwiched and we ultimately died. This was a simple mistake that could have been avoided if I knew the safe room was literally just around the corner. The punishment for such a mistake was getting smokered off the parade float while the bots literally watched me die, followed by getting back to the alleyway solo with only 1 HP, which of course didn't end the way you'd hope it would.
No! No! Oh my god, that is fucking tragic, bro. That would have been so good.
This chapter was the definition of most accidents happen close to the safe room. And after losing damn near 3 runs within spitting distance of the end, I was going to sacrifice everyone if it meant I beat it on this next attempt.
Brrr, let's go. No way, he didn't die. Fuck you. Oh. Dude, get the fuck out of here, bro. Kill the zombies.
Reloading.
Rochelle, careful. Take cover. Take cover. Oh my god, my team. What happened? 360 team kill.
Somehow, I was able to limp my way to the safe room despite getting spitted on. And although my team wasn't so lucky, everyone did start this next chapter with a medkit and 50% health. So this next finale involves crossing a large bridge to get to an evac helicopter. And with the zombies being infinite, plus a tank spawning halfway across the bridge, you need to be fast and you need to watch your step. This isn't a holdout by any stretch of the imagination, and it's arguably the most dangerous finale in the game, which is why I'm here to show you how to do it first try, baby.
I hear a tank. I'm just gonna go. Oh my god, there's another one. See a boomer. Oh. Okay, we're at the chopper. That's a great sign. Just run straight and don't get fucking smokered. Or jockeyed, for the love of God. Okay, I'm going. My heart's beating. Am I safe? Or do they have to get here too? Nick, die. Wait. Let's fucking go! First fucking try, bro! Let's fucking go, baby. Morgan, when you inevitably die, I need you to check DMs. I don't know if I can even read that. Those are words that I don't understand.
Since the last 2 campaigns were surprisingly not too bad, I only had 13 deaths between the 2 of them. It felt like this challenge needed one more thing to close it out, which is why we have one more campaign. The Last Stand is the hardest official Left 4 Dead 2 map, which might sound like an exaggeration considering that it only has 2 chapters, but I'm here to tell you that it is literally that hard. The beginning of this campaign starts off with an endurance battle against the common infected in multiple open areas. This is the bot's kryptonite like I've mentioned before, but on top of that, I can't help them survive much because we start off with tier 1 guns. These combined immediately lead to a death.
Okay, don't shoot the car, anyone. Oh, this is tough. Oh, we might actually die right now. I can't see anything. I'm getting mudded on. And I'm down.
Before any of the tilt sets in, I was trying to take my time like some of those previous campaigns and keep the bots healthy for as long as I can. This caused me to die 3 times in a row before I even made it off the starting street. From here on out, I was going to use the brute force approach to just get through these first few areas to eliminate the amount of time I was spending between the mandatory deaths. This actually happened to be a more effective strategy, and it took me all the way to the first mega event, which is located in the middle of chapter 1. This thing has 2 parts to it. First, you need to start a crane that will move a shipping container and make a path forward. But while that's happening, the power will have issues and you'll need to fuel 4 separate generators, each of which will summon a horde. When that's finally done, you can trigger the crane again, which will drop the container. Keep in mind 2 things are true here. I never died during this event. Sure, it's long, but since the hordes can be killed in between gen activations, it's manageable. The second true thing is that this was not my only time doing this event, and it's because of what happened next.
I've attempted this campaign countless times and haven't yet got it. Oh my god, he killed the boomer. I'll tell you what, maybe we're lucky and we're gonna get it right now. Hey, there's a med kit here. One of you guys can heal. Okay, I'll heal you. Why are you using a pistol? Oh, brother, you were at full health. I don't remember where to go here. Oh, sorry, Francis. Well, I'll make it up to Lewis, I guess. I hear a jockey. Fuck the jockey. God damn it. I feel like this isn't going to go too well. Oh, I'm out of bullets. Bro. Oh, my God. Dude. Suck my dick.
I think you can finish that sentence. Obviously, I made a lot of mistakes during that sprint. And even though I had a positive kill-death ratio, the thing that made that run losable was me. Thankfully, the next run made it all the way back to that same spot.
I hear another witch. I hear a jockey. Get the fuck out of town, bro.
Yeah, unfortunately, that run also ended in the same spot. This level is so long that having 2 back-to-back runs die in front of the safe room sent me to the secret 10th planet Tiltion, where I proceeded to die 6 times without ever getting back to the generator event. With this definitely being the single longest chapter I've played so far, I needed to maintain composure and stick to the basics. That was the only real way to get through this without getting stuck in the Left 4 Dead blender.
Perfect. Well, let's just use this now. And let's hope that we don't get fucked. Okay, that worked lovely.
Well, there you have it. A little bit of composure and a whole lot of teamwork was more than enough to get this chapter done. Now, it's time for the hard part. Welcome to the Last Stand finale. At the top here, I want to let you know that a successful attempt of this mission can be upwards of 25 minutes in solo Expert Realism. So dying here can cause tilting at an apocalyptic level. This chapter is a mix of Dead Center's gas can collection, Swamp Fever's double tank extravaganza, and Hard Rain's ferry ride extraction. But all that you need to know right now is that it's one giant middle finger to your own happiness. This hell kicks off after starting the generator by the lighthouse. Before anything else happens, I need to defend against a few waves of zombies. To do this, I decided to hold out on the top of the lighthouse, but my team didn't fully get the memo and I lost all of them before the next step, which is thankfully just a standard tank fight.
Okay, I forgot, we can bait him. If you're getting hunted by a tank, oh, don't run into a fucking wall like me. Step 1. Oh, well, that's an angle.
Keeping the team healthy is 100% required here. You'll see why in a second. But first, a quick PSA on witches. If you shoot one at the start of the level and then run the distance of a small country away, she will still find you. And I didn't know that.
Where is she? Oh, shit. Guys, shoot the witch, shoot the witch. Oh, I didn't expect this. No, of course there's all these fucking zombies, bro.
Okay, lesson learned. Again, no more witches will be harmed from here on out. This means I'm now a smarter man, which is exactly why I was able to get my team through the first horde and tank combo mostly unscathed. This is when things get annoying. Once the first tank dies, the generator will crap out, and it requires 9 gas canisters to get it working again. These are spread out across the map, and there is a constant trickle of zombies coming at you the whole time you're gathering them. Because I'm the only gas can certified gamer on my team, I tried my best to juggle the gas cans towards the generator to limit the amount of scavenging I was gonna need to do. Now this may not be the hardest part of the finale, but it definitely takes up most of the time because you can't really afford to play sloppy. If the team gets enough chip damage before the gen is on, it will be borderline impossible to win what comes next. Once I had all the gas cans stacked by the generator, I would inject some liquid fuel into my bloodstream and then chain pour these canisters while trying to not get axe murdered by a zombie. When the generator kicks back on, that signifies the halfway point of the finale. This is also when the second tank shows up. My team got absolutely waxed here, and because I had only played this campaign a grand total of 1 time, I forgot that the death of this tank doesn't mean the finale is over. Missing that critical piece of information meant that my attempt to hold out on the beach was actually just signing my own death certificate, because there is still 2 more events to deal with. You see, once the gen has been started and the tank that spawns is dealt with, the next event involves feels dealing with an absolutely ginormous horde. It honestly feels like the biggest one in the entire game. My plan, of course, was to sit at the top of the lighthouse with my remaining boys and just hope that no one got yanked off the roof. The reason that matters here is because the final event in The Last Stand is a double tank fight. And my first time getting here wasn't exactly flawless.
Okay, I think the tanks are climbing something. Fuck. I'm killing the team. Fuck the team. Oh, bro, I can't move fast enough. Oh my god, this finale is too fucking long.
For your information, that attempt was 24 minutes long. And honestly, it felt like an absolute dogfight to even get that far. Also, I had been playing this entire challenge with speaker audio, which meant I could not hear Special Infected until they made it to third base. All of those surprise jockey kills finally make a little bit of sense. The next few attempts didn't make it anywhere near that double tank fight. Everyone was either dead before we made it to the generator event, or we would get wiped by a tank seconds after leaving the safe room. There was a solid number of runs that just couldn't get off the ground. This kept happening until attempt 19 of the campaign. The early events had gone better than expected after I found out that sitting at the back of the lighthouse will actually force the team to stay with me because I'm far enough away from the ladders. And when it came to the first tank, we were able to take him out quickly because of an early Molotov hit. The generator section was long and boring like the rest of the runs, or at least it was until Lewis went careening off the cliff in the hands of a charger. Fortunately, I had killed the charger with my sniper shotgun, so my AI teammates went all the way down to the beach to pick him up. This meant we were going into the second half of this finale with everyone healthy. If there was any chance I was gonna beat this level tonight, it was honestly now or it was never.
Into our spot, the coveted right corner. Well, that was really unfortunate. Really hoped that wasn't gonna happen. Okay, the tanks are coming. Not again, bro. Oh, you have to be fucking kidding me. They're not gonna shoot him, or they're just gonna let me die. I fucking hate this. Uh-oh. I don't think I can get to them. I don't know what the tank's play is here. That, I really did not expect them to do that. There was fucking okay, I don't know if that's gonna get him on fire. Oh my god, it didn't. Fuck you guys. I'm coming, Bill. One of the tanks should die. I'm getting greedy. I'm getting greedy. Okay, there is a defib. Oh my god. We're going.
Boat's here. Come on.
Boat's here, baby. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. No fucking way. Let's fucking go. This level fucking sucks. Oh my god, that is
Amazing.
We just did it. The last frontier above me in this little corner.
And just like that, my Expert Realism adventure was finally at its end. And one of Left 4 Dead 2's rarest achievements was added to my collection. If you want to see these full runs, they'll be posted on my second channel, Morgan's Lounge. But first, you might want to check out the time I did Left 4 Dead 1's expert campaigns right here, or maybe visit my Twitch channel to join the adventures live.